Fans even touched down in Kansas City. Maya Engel has the story.
With tens of thousands of different businesses in the Kansas City metro area, how can you make your business stand out? One way, social media. Dozens of business owners are here learning about ways to establish or strengthen their online identity to attract new customers. Meta, the parent company of Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, is filling in business owners on everything they need to know to help get their business recognized online. A Meta rep discussed everything from what to post on social media, when to post it, how long the actual post should be, and how to relate to your target audience.
I work with a lot of local boutiques and small businesses, a couple barbecue people, and so figuring out how to put their name and their business in front of visitors from all over the world, how we can do that here in Kansas City.
Spencer, who does marketing and PR for local small businesses, says it can be overwhelming to navigate all the research and data when it comes to connecting with potential customers online, but this workshop is making it a lot easier and gives her the tools she needs to set up the businesses she works with for success. In Lee's Summit, Maya Engel, KCTV 5 News.
Well, if you missed the morning workshop here in Lee's Summit, Meta is